Hi there, welcome to Sported. I'm Shane, and Liverpool have finally done it. They've won a game of football. Absolutely ridiculous run that they've been on. Not acceptable, but he's made the big decision. Slot has dropped Salah, and Liverpool have won. So we'll talk about that. Firstly, let's go over the results from the weekend. So it started out with Brentford and Burnley. Brentford 3, Burnley 1. Manchester City 3, Leeds 2. Sunderland 3, Bournemouth 2. Sunderland having a great season, aren't they? Everton 1, Newcastle 4. That's got to hurt getting spanked at home for Everton. Tottenham being Tottenham 1, Fulham 2. And then going on to Sunday's games, Crystal Palace 1, Man United 2. Great comeback for United. Aston Villa 1, Wolves 0. Villa on a good run now. Forest 0, Brighton 2. Great result for Brighton at Forest. West Ham 0, Liverpool 2. And Chelsea 1, Arsenal 1. So, Paqueta, dodgy red card, probably needs to be looked at. Already looking at him. Lots of people going, whoa, red flag, very, very dodgy red card. Chelsea holding the champions, good, gives everyone a chance to potentially catch up. Offside potentially for Reece James, but the big news is obviously Liverpool. So we have been calling for it for weeks and weeks and weeks. And it doesn't matter, I've said this in previous videos, who you are and your reputation prior to the game. It should be on form. And Mo Salah, along with the rest of the team, have not been good enough. So if they had the players to replace him, you could drop the whole team, apart from Dominic Szoboszlai. I think he's the only one that's been performing consistently this season. So he's finally made the big decision. We didn't think he had the balls to drop Salah, but he did. He finally made that decision, and look what happens. I'm not saying it's all Mo Salah's fault, but when you've got one player playing so badly, and clearly the form has just completely deserted him, then you're playing on just past reputation, but then your team are carrying him. And the thing is, it's affecting other players like Isak. Isak's trying to find his feet in the team, trying to build up chemistry with the players. And what I've noticed is the 2 goals that Isak has now scored. Now, he scored at the weekend, supplied and cut back across from Gakpo. And the first goal that he scored was in the League Cup, and that was a cutback from Chiesa. And his deadly finish, first time finishes, both right foot, instinctive goals. Now with Mo Salah, unless it's a cross with the outside of his foot going into near post or back post, you don't really get any cutbacks from Mo Salah at all. And I'm not saying that's how Isak is going to score most of his goals, but the 2 goals that he has scored have been cutbacks from the wing. Crosses, old school, going not inverted. Salah and Gakpo normally cut inside for themselves, so that cuts off any supply for Isak. So is it a coincidence? I don't think so. So Slot's really going to have to look at that now. He's got 2 crosses and he scored 2 goals. And before that, the previous games, yes, he's not fit and he's finding his feet and whatever, and his confidence is low. But that goal at the weekend strikes me as someone that just plays on instinct. And he's such a beautiful finisher, isn't he? Isak, that caressed it instinctively, didn't even look at the goal, right foot finish. And same in the League Cup, cut back from Chiesa, didn't even look at the goal and just turned it across the keeper into the far corner. So there's something to really look at. Isak needs supply, and he needs wingers that cross the ball. And with Mo Salah, he's used to being the focal point, he's used to being the goal machine. And that's fine, but if he does play the same way, if he continues to play that way, it's going to be to Isak's detriment. And I think now with dropping Salah and playing almost like unleashing Florian Wirtz, he took the game by the scruff of the neck. He ran the midfield. He was absolutely. There's never been a doubt about his quality. He's so good on the ball, and you saw that at the weekend. These little passes, these little, flicks and tricks and turn. He's so silky on the ball, and his body movement. It reminds me a lot of Eden Hazard. So I think this is going to be the future. Now Salah's got a decision to make, and so does Slot, because he's got to play as part of the team, and at times he doesn't, and it's to the team's detriment. So I like the look of Szoboszlai playing on the right hand side, who obviously hits a mean ball and can sling in great crosses. And that's exactly what Isak needs if it's going to be Isak focal point, which it would be. We spent how much money on him. And then Gakpo, although I don't like Gakpo's natural game. He can do it, cross it in, but his natural game is very one-trick pony-esque. He just cuts inside, has a shot. So again, Gakpo's getting no service. So I prefer Chiesa. I keep banging the drum for Chiesa because Chiesa is two-footed. So he could go on the outside and cross it in. They should just at least try it. Now, hopefully the penny has dropped for Slot. And he's realised now that by dropping Mo Salah, there is a plan B. And the players looked freer. And there was a lot more chemistry and fluidity in the play. So hopefully now he's not afraid to make the big decisions. If you've got to drop them, players like McAllister didn't look good. If they're not playing well, just drop them. Bring someone in, give them a chance. If it doesn't work, go back to McAllister, go back to Salah. Ekitike I'd like to see more of. So maybe play him on the left because he can play 2 feet and get crosses in. We've seen that before. We've got to, if you're going to play Isak, you've got to supply him with crosses, with through balls. You've got to build up the chemistry. There's no doubt Florian Wirtz will get up to speed. He just needed the time. He probably needs to fill out a bit. He does look quite like a little boy at sometimes, doesn't he? But there's no doubt that ability on the ball that he has. And he is world class. We just got to get the best out of him and the best out of Isak. And the nice thing is they look like they're building up chemistry. A shout out also to Joe Gomez, who looked fantastic at right back. Again, I've been calling for him to play for weeks. Look at the difference when we've got a natural defender playing right back. But Joe Gomez is more than that. He can defend. Yes, that is his natural game. He gives you the physicality. He's a defender first. But he can play. He gives you the long throw-ins. He's got an assist at the weekend for Cody Gakpo. He's good going forward. He's quick. He's strong. The only issue for Joe Gomez, and there's only ever been, is his fitness. So we've just got to wrap him up and cotton wool, keep him fit. Yes, there might be a bit of a danger of playing him, and then that's our only other centre back. But I've heard Giovanni Leone will be back in January. But there's no doubt we need one more. So hopefully they get Gay over the line. But Joe Gomez at right back for now is the way forward, because he gives you, if we're under the cosh, he gives you the defensive cover. He gives you that stability because he is an out-and-out defender, but they can play. He's a class player. There's a reason why he's been at Liverpool this long. Just play him on his slot. So it was nice to see him do it. I hope it's not just a flash in the pan because it's against West Ham, who aren't great, let's be honest. So it's not worth getting overexcited. But this is light at the end of the tunnel. It's shown Slot the way. You don't have to keep playing the same players because that's the definition of insanity, isn't it? To keep repeating the same actions and expecting a different result. He's changed the lineup, he's changed the system, and we've got a different result. So there we go. Long may this continue. Keep making the changes. Have plan B, have plan C, have plan D. It's nice to see him make this decision. I hope that he just doesn't go back. Now keep Salah out of the team for a few games. See how it goes. It might just bear dividends and give other players in the squad, the confidence and the impetus to train as hard as they can, to get in the team, to get their chance. So we'll see. But it's certainly better than it was, isn't it? We'll take it. We'll take the win. We'll take anything at the moment. Any points, 3 points. The crazy thing is we're not even far off third place. So if you string a few results together, you're back in, I think it was second place actually. So, it's not as bad as it was looking last week. So let's see. What do you think? Should Arne Slot keep Salah benched? I think he should. Is he right to keep Gomez? I'd stick with the same team. Stick with the same team and see how we go. Long may it continue. I hope you liked the video. I hope you had a nice weekend. More to come. Speak soon. Take care.